Alright. Go ahead and pop back in and turn the music back on. Let's turn mount music. I'll leave it off for now. Except there's really like no music going on at the moment, but whatever. Alright. This is the week. Supposedly, unless, anything goes wrong or whatever, I'm gonna be starting raiding this weekend. And of course, my first ever high-end raiding experience has me playing as a healer. So that should be fun. But I'm pretty much already prepped insofar as like getting gear together, actually getting, well, none of this is best in slot. This stuff is all decent. I'm up to 613. I do have one best in slot piece, and I think I should be able to get one more best in slot piece before we even start this weekend. Depending on, how many causality tomes I can get. I need a little bit. That might be enough. No, that won't be enough. I need some more. I'll get more this week and maybe get another best in slot piece beforehand. Anyway, there's a couple of other things I want to do. I don't really specifically need to do because it's not like there's any skills or abilities or anything like that locked behind them. But since I'm going to be raiding as a sage, I figured I'll get all that stuff out of the way this week. So I'm going to be doing the sage's job quest line today, which I believe is only 10 levels. I don't think sage, since it starts so late, it's probably the same as Reaper, so that would have just been the single quest line of like 10 levels of quests. And then nothing else, I think. And then Thursday, same time as today, I'm going to do the Endwalker role quests with Sage and finish those this week. And then Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to be starting a little later because our raiding time is 3 p.m. Pacific time. So I'll be starting a bit later than usual on those days. Anywho, let's go ahead and get this stuff done. Lala Jinjal. Sage's Focus. Introduce you to the Sage's armaments. I already have Sage's armaments. In fact, I've been fighting with them for months. Actually, I've been fighting with them for even longer. Endwalker's been out a year, and I think I picked up Sage and Reaper like day of. Or pretty close to it. So there's that. So the crystal has imparted to you its knowledge, as expected. Excellent. You're ready to embark on your training. Naturally, it begins with the armaments, a set of short staves known as newliths. Or, air rods, or options, or 20 other names. Let's trace their roots to healers of Eld, who employed naturally occurring objects of power known as adder stones. These stones, which harbor spiritual energy, were placed around the sick and ailing to create an etheric confluence through which the healer channeled his magics. Wait, so that's how the newliths are, like, so controllable by the sage? Easily? Like, they have adder stones inside of them or whatever? And you just use your ether to pilot them around? This primitive design, newliths gradually evolved into their present form. While their construction is far more sophisticated, the basic principle remains unchanged. In practice, the sage wields newliths as an extension of his mind, sending them darting through the air to weave the arcane patterns through which he unleashes advanced magics. If they sound difficult to wield, well, it's because they are. Even the studio's most talented require years of training to become proficient. Well then, how did Alphino pick up his dad's newliths and suddenly, like, 5 minutes later we were in a scene and he was wielding them? Like, okay, I guess he just has a lot of experience from, like, watching his dad use them or something. Who knows? You have an advantage that transcends talent. The crystal has chosen you. With its knowledge, the technique will come more naturally to you than others. Did Alphino get a crystal? I mean, he must have if he has the job. Everyone who has a job has a crystal, right? But I didn't ever see the crystal in, like, the set of... When she gave him the new liths and the new clothes and everything, I didn't see any job crystal. I guess maybe that would have helped him to speed up the process. As much as I would like to have you try your hand with these new liths at once, just received promising intelligence from command. Apparently our fugitives have taken themselves to Idleshire, in the Dravonian hinterlands. Let's make our way there at once. Well, also, did I... Yes. Yes, it did. Okay, good. Alright then. Idleshire. I love that, I'm finally getting to the sage quest line, and it's like, I'm gonna teach you how to be a sage. Meanwhile, I'm wearing the artifact armor and the artifact weapon. Well, actually, it's all glam. I'm wearing much better stuff than that, actually. I'm wearing all, like, raid, normal raid stuff, normal raid, normal raid, normal raid, crafted, and, current tier, like, raid, but, alliance raid stuff. I've only got one piece, like I said, which is best in slot, which is augmented tombstone piece. Alright. She's like, I'll teach you how to be a sage. You'll get a crash course and it'll really teach you how to I've been doing this for a year now. Well, I'm good. This is Idleshire. Those do not do the place justice. Truly impressive what the goblins and their fellow scavengers have managed to build upon the ruins of our colony. What? It's not your colony anymore. To the task at hand. As I mentioned before, we have reason to believe that the fugitives have recently passed through this town. May even still be here. For the sake of efficiency, I suggest we split up and search. I'll see to the town south if you could tend to the north. Omega. We must wander around town. Just love, like, riding on Omega. It's so terrible. Plus, I love when you fly with him. It's great. Which I can't do here, but I'll show off later. For those who haven't seen it before. Okay, where are you? Help, somebody please help! Do you hear that? What the... Really? Just picking a fight with someone? Impressive for a sage. The man's in trouble. Look at me. When I'm talking to you. Stop this at once. Barrier. Oh yeah, I know that. That's Haima. Although that's a little bigger than Haima usually is, I think. Sage's barrier. Oh, he shielded me. Why? Lifa? Too many eyes and ears. We best leave. What the hell? I know who you are, and I don't care. Don't get in our way again, you've been warned. Wait! What the hell? Why did he shield me? Who the hell are you? What's going on here? Thank you. Had you not intervened when you did, I dread to think what might have become of me. Permit me to introduce myself. Aldrine of Charlian, at your service. Truly? Charlian too. A recent graduate of the studium, in fact. Would you mind telling us what happened? An alumna should come to my rescue. Leak watches over his own. As to what happened, what is there to say? I was going about my business when they set upon me. That warning and provocation. Yeah, I don't buy it, not for a sec. Like, the fact that the guy we're chasing and hunting down shielded me, but was angry at this weird, rando, high society, snobby, whatever person. And this person also happens to be a Charlie and tells me there's a lot more going on with this story than what she was told. Let's see. What's your business, if you do not mind me asking? Healing. The provision of it, that is. I'm a sage, you see. I travel the realm providing treatment gratis to those who can afford it. Cannot afford it. Oh, snake oil salesman. Sage besides? Speaking of which, one of your assailants, the Vera man, also wielded sage magic. Was he known to you? I see no newliths on this posh idiot, and I'm guessing it's a snake oil salesman who probably got someone killed with his product, and that's why this other sage is chasing him. I never so much as laid eyes on him before. I do have an inkling, however, as to why the villains have come to me. They use the sage's art for ill, and their destination is like to be Saint Mercian's Arboretum. The Arboretum? What could they possibly seek in that abandoned place? Following the Exodus, the cultivation of certain plants became forbidden in Charlian, but that which can no longer be found in the motherland still grows freely there, among which are potent but dangerous herbs. I see. This stands to reason. I dare say it was for your knowledge that the fugitives attacked you. You too are a sage. You do not appear to be Charlian. How did you come by your soul crystal? It chose me. Good people of Physis Technon had entrusted the crystal to me. When it exhibited a strong resonance in his presence, I in turn entrusted it to him. Then you were chosen to inherit. Is that amiss, Master Feldrenet? No, it is nothing. I was a bit struck by the remarkable providence to have crossed paths with sages so far from home. Yeah, there's something real underhanded going on with this person. This is a reclusive nation, after all. A policy to observe, not to intervene. Which is what I love. They bring a sage crystal out into the wild, and it immediately chooses a person who, like, day to day is intervening in every freaking thing in the universe and fighting gods and fighting against Garleans and freeing countries and saving people's lives, right? Like, the sage crystal outside of Charlian immediately chooses someone who does, like, the exact opposite of everything Charlian claims to stand for. It's like, shouldn't that tell you something about your policies, you know? If, like, all of your job crystals are desperately looking for people who are aggressively different from everything you stand for. Like, doesn't that say something to you? Does it not sit well with me? So I left Charlene behind, as the great Master Louis Swa once did. I would never dare equate myself to him. I too believe it my duty to alleviate suffering in the world. That's what brought you to Eresia. You're a noble soul, Master Feldrunner. I commend your resolve. I must return to the road. Thank you again for coming to my aid. Till next we meet, let us both endeavor to seek out new knowledge and possibilities for the betterment of mankind. I said to send my sins Arboretum at once. Given what we know of the fugitives, I had considered that they might be after knowledge sealed in the Great Google Library. Master Feldernet presents a compelling theory. And for an all but proven theory of my own, our Kori have clearly enhanced themselves with sage magic. I suspected as much given that they stole, but the leader's actions earlier leave little room for doubt. Not that it gives us any great insight into who they are or their ultimate goal. Regardless, to use a sage's soul crystal for ill is unforgivable. I'll not rest until these criminals have been brought to justice. Great, to the Arboretum. Our mission is sight. I dare say will be an ideal place for your training. Ooh. No, there's no way they'd make me actually run the Arboretum. Yeah, there's no way they're gonna make me run the Arboretum. It's probably gonna be like a duty, or level sync duty, or trial, or something like that. Or at the very least, they haven't made me run any dungeons as part of any of the job quests so far. So it'll probably be like the Arboretum's tile set, but a duty instead. If at all. We may just go in there in a cutscene. Okay, here's what it looks like when you fly on it. Like, I love that the hatch on top opens up and there's enough room for you to just, like, go inside of it for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but okay, sure, whatever. And then just pop right back out and sit on Omega's head. And Scholar, so this is St. Moistien's Arboretum. In the illustrations, I did not think it would be so immense. It may interest you to know that this place holds special meaning to sages. From ancient strains to crossbred creations, myriad medicinal plants have been cultivated within its halls. Last in the wake of the Exodus 15 years ago, this once magnificent institution fell to ruin. Still, there's a certain charm in seeing nature reassert her dominion. It must be a veritable menagerie of rare wildlife within. I'd like to spend a day studying them, field guide in hand. Sure, but they're all gonna try and poison you. And 1,000 other diseases. Forgive me. This isn't a field trip, but a mission. Our objective is to find the fugitives. Failing that, clues that will lead us to them. Please see to your preparations. Spot of practice with your spells would not go astray. Then we shall venture in. Uh-huh. Learned all of the sage's actions, traits. Now, go into a duty. You ready? Let us venture forth. The battle will be saved at certain points. Oh! This is a multi-stage save... Sorry. Level 70, item level 395. Cut to my 612 or 613 or whatever. It's like, I think I'm gonna get synced down a little. Our assumption is correct. The fugitives have come and may still be here. Keep your eyes peeled and your guard up. Okay then. It's also home to dangerous creatures. I'll draw their attention to the way focus and apply your techniques. Great, but can I... Yes, I can cardi on you. Good. Thank God. Shall practice some summonical fundamentals. Summonical. Begin with cast cardi on me. Too late. Spell established a magical link between us. Look that she's explaining basic sage stuff to me. Residual ether of your attacks will be channeled into me, healing my wounds. You deal damage to our foes. Ding! Done. Set up a Eucrasia too to get that ready. Watch her be like, next thing, now create a Eucrasia. Okay, sure, whatever. Dad, I believe this calls for a barrier. Eucrasian diagnosis. You mean that one? I can't tell how big the shield is on her, which is unfortunate because I really like seeing the big chunky shields. Of course, you wasted like all of my Eucrasian diagnosis by talking. I love that the game is probably like, it'll just be a shield, but no, as soon as he goes for the tank buster, I target over to her and then just dropped Haima and then just popped back to him and kept DPSing. Let's head deeper in the Arboretum. Barrier. Oh man, they're taking down her shield pretty quick. Let me go ahead and give her a buff shield. Also give her a quick heal. Sometimes I can't fucking see her health, like, at all. Can I, focus target? There we go. That'll at least keep her sort of, like, down here, and I can keep track of her a little bit. See how revealed your new lights. One would not think you a novice. No shit. Told you, I've been doing this for a year now. I pretty well know how to use Sage. And there's a few things I'm still a little rough on here or there, but well enough that I'm willing to go into raiding with it. Let's hear what might this be. Some manner of plant seems to have been harvested here. Can't identify it by the remaining parts, however. Maybe other clues nearby. We should investigate further. Says someone out here, perhaps to draw ether. Draw water. Just assumed ether because I saw the. Oops. Never mind. When the same plant taken, what could it possibly be? Regular intervals, some manner of creature hiding under the lily pad, perhaps. I need to go then. Before it jumps me. Perhaps it fell in while foraging for food. Go wrong wild plant life. Evidence, leafage reminiscent of those left by sage magics. I have a good eye to be able to identify sage magics this early on. Traces of ice? Someone recently fought here, a proficient wielder in magic. Probably the black mage that was with our sage. Or thaumaturge that was with our sage. Fugitives may be close. Be on your guard. I don't even remember if I have like a target focus keybind. It'll be interesting to learn what that keybind is, if anything, so I can focus target her easier. Fugitives, in the name of the Forum, I demand you surrender yourselves at once. weapons to bear against us. No matter. I warned you once. I won't warn you again. Really fight his accomplices. Yeah, we're fighting these guys way early on in this storyline, so... Got this. Stand back. Oh, only one at a time. That's... Really? Okay, let me see. Keybind, targeting, self-target, last enemy, enemy nearest, set, target, current focus target. Shift F might work for that. Yeah, Shift F, that'll work. I would use like F for focus, but I use that for mounting. So, plus I don't need to, I can do focus target easy enough. Big chunky shield. Now get poisoned. Oh, I only had one. So used to going into fights with like all of them. Oh, you broke the shield, idiot. Now get Toxicon. Keep that shield up on her. Oh, what is he doing? Good job, idiot. Like, just avoid. Oh, yep, nope. All of it's gone. Now what? Poison both of them. Although Loifer may be able to Asuna, but who knows? We'll take out this one. Keep the healer for last. Oftentimes I would want to go for the healer first, but in this case it looks like she's focused targeting the black mage, so I'll focus the black mage down. Big shields. Yeah, we do need to go for the healer first. Loifer keeps healing Maud. It's nice that Lala decided to finally target him. Oh, hello. Oh, she covered for me. Whoops. I should have put the shield on her, not me. Just go ahead and shield her up. You know, these are attacks that I never get as a sage. That sucks. He gets all these, like, AoEs and line AoEs and shit. You could send out a bunch of extra newlets. Like, how come I don't get any of that cool stuff? Hi, Loifa. harm. Oh, already down. I'm just over here doing my stuff, keeping us up and keeping the attacks up. It's just already gone. I don't have time for this. Held your own against the enhanced. But that's enough sport for now. The mission takes precedence. I found it, not again! Ah, what do we have here? What's this? Possibly whatever they came here to get? Perhaps they dropped contained a plant. What they came for, I shouldn't doubt. Some manner of herb, but none I've seen in the course of my studies. As I made my way out, I also stumbled upon what appears to be a diary by the entrance. I'm sure its contents are magically obfuscated. I could make out some nautical terms, so we may assume it belonged to a sage. As we continue our pursuit, I will work on lifting the enchantment. When you have a moment, please feel free to peruse the contents in Idleshire. On that note, let's head back to the settlement. I'm sure as she slowly peruses the contents and lifts the enchantments, we'll, like, discover that everything is not what we expected it to be. And I still think that posh idiot is, like, totally not a good guy. Especially when they give us, like, oh no, look at these people you're chasing. They're attacking this random person who's completely innocent, like 5 minutes into the storyline. It's like, yeah, I don't think they're innocent. My child was brought in today, so very young to be suffering, so anyone can save her to be sages of Physis Technon. We will. It took many days and repeated treatments, we managed to stabilize our most recent patient. Adapted the Eucrasia spell as my clever husband proposed, and it worked wonders. He truly belies his youth. Despite being 50 years my junior, he has already achieved so much. Dispatch the plant to Charlie for identification. When we learn what it is, I believe we'll gain insight into the villain's objective. Now, tell me, have you been practicing with the newest while I wasn't looking? That's because even with the crystal's knowledge, you demonstrated remarkable proficiency. Regardless, 'tis plain you have a gift for the art. Sages whose memories reside in the crystal must be beaming with pride. Sometimes I can't help but wonder. Sage's art was created for the betterment of mankind. Why then does it incorporate techniques which inflict harm? Because it would be a boring-ass job to play if it didn't. Plus, every single one of the healers has, like, poisons and basic attacks and AoEs and stuff like that. Besides, the Sage is the gun healer. Why would it not employ attacks? It literally uses 4 guns. Like, of all the healers, it's the most obvious that Sage has attacks. And the fugitives, we could have compelled them to spurn our homeland's prescribed policy, as Master Louis Soir and Master Feldranet have. I've been used to no avail. It'll be a while before we hear back regarding the plant. Until we do, take the opportunity to continue honing your skills. As you go about your training, remember to heed the voices within your soul crystal. Do so, and your predecessors will surely grant you the wisdom to protect those you hold dear. Diary of a Sage is now available, but I've already read it, unless they added something new. No. Sands of Despair. Eager to share tidings from Charlie of Motherland. Wonderful timing. Remember that mystery plant I sent to Charlian for analysis? I received the results not long ago. It was muskmalloy, an herb that possesses potent ether-fortifying properties. Owing to its effects, its cultivation was outlawed some years ago. It's most certainly why the fugitives came to Eorzea. Unable to obtain the herb in Charlian, they decided to procure it from the Arboretum. They likely intend to use it in conjunction with the Soul Crystal to further enhance themselves. Though their motives are still a mystery, the fact remains that they have already caused harm. Will continue to do so until they are brought to justice. Now, as they failed to obtain muskmalloy here, we'll need to look elsewhere. I'm pleased to say that my informer has helped me to identify an apothecary who deals in the herb, and whom I suspect our quarry will seek out. This individual is a resident of Lost Hope in central Thanalan, and that's where we shall next take ourselves. Mark my words, they won't escape this time. Suffer them to misuse the sage's noble heart no longer, much less will that with that soul crystal. If we're to catch the fugitives, we'd best hurry. That said, we should take a moment to regroup and prepare Blackbrush Station before heading on to Lost Hope. Double check. It actually been a while since I played with Sage until about a week or two ago. And I just want to make sure they didn't really like jack anything up on any of the more recent patches. Basic heals. Doses. Nothing should be locked behind the job quests. Since Sage starts so high, there's no way they locked any of the skills behind the job quest. It starts where other jobs end. Pepsis. Axical, Liquors, Caracals. Zone, healing magic potency of the next healing spell. Yeah. That's the one I use to get big shields. But I don't know that I ever specifically checked that that actually works. Let me double check that. Oh, Panheimo. Magic barrier around self and all party members near you that absorbs damage equivalent to a heal of potency 200, still 5 stacks of Hematinon. Yeah, so that's just an AoE Haima, basically. Wait, is that locked? Yeah, because I don't have that. That must actually be locked behind the... Good thing I'm doing the quest then before we get to raid. Races, creation, diagnosis, dosis, prognosis. Is this 2? Yeah, looks like Panheima is actually locked at level 80, so it must be job locked. Oof. I assume they'd be nothing job locked on this class, because it starts where other quests, where other classes stop locking things, so... All the roll stuff's the same. So, yeah, there's Sting. Defensive Magic. There's Gall. Got that all. Okay. First shield. Operation Diagnosis, 6729. Second shield, 9900. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep, Zoe does work to create chunky shields. And it's not a huge boost or anything, but still, it's better than nothing. HP recovery via healing actions for party members up by 20%. If I slap Krasis on my target and then Zoe on myself, would I create an even chunkier shield? I need to let Zoe recharge really quick. Because I want to see about that. So basic Zoe Eucrasian diagnosis was 9,900. I need to let this, like I said, recharge. Because I definitely want to know, like, all the ins and outs of how my class can create big heals. I'm not going to need big shields. I think we're actually going in double shield healer, which means the scholar is going to have to, like, focus on shields, and I'm going to have to, like, ignore shields entirely. Although that kind of ruins Pepsis. If you're going in with a double shield healer, does the Sage still use, like, overwrite the Scholar's shield to pop Pepsis for big heals? Huh. Okay, Eucrasia. Go ahead and Crisis myself. And Zoe. And 11,862. So it does stack. It does stack. That is good to know. Crisis can only affect one person, but Zoe could affect everyone. So if I'm going in as like an OGCD, quote-unquote, like pure healer Sage, then I would not want to be using Zoe on shields. I'd be wanting to use Zoe when I pop like Holos or Ixicol or... I don't know about Physis. Because Physis has a tiny little cure, sure, that I don't think would be even worth Zoeing, but it also has regen, and I'm wondering if Zoe affects the regen ticks. Or no. Gradually. Oh no, it doesn't even have a normal cure. It only has regen. Oh, and it also increases HP recovered by healing actions. Wait, that's another stack. Does anything else? Reduce damage, magic barriers. So I need to be careful using Holos, because that looks like it'll also overwrite the Scholar's shield. So I need to only use that when it's like really necessary. Alright, let me see. So if I pop Physis, Crisis, Zoe, 21. Oh, that critted, didn't it? Yeah, a big fat number like that means it was also a crit. How much does my crit increase? 153. I don't know. I can't really tell if Physis buffed that much, because Physis already does not do a huge buff. It's only like 10%. And since that critted, I can't really tell if it was mostly the crit that bumped me up to 20k, or if I also had another like 10% on top of that. It might, but I'm just not sure that Crisis and Physis would stack, because they're the exact same effect. Hi, Baron. Pops in immediately with Lahi. I'm just playing around with my class, trying to figure out how to make things work here. I'm gonna put Haima there. No, Haima there. Then I put Crisis here. You've been here for a little bit. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm gonna go ahead and do it one more time. Hopefully it does not crit on your Hey Babe is 20 more minutes, and I don't want to wait. Oh, yeah. Hopefully I do not get a crit this time, because that'll tell me really well whether this is stacking. $13. I think it does stack. If I recall correctly, Crisis Zoe Eucrasian diagnosis was 11,000. So adding Physis on top brought me up to 13,000. So it looks like all of these... It looks like all of these effects will stack. What else do I have? This is HP, and then HP to the Cardion target, and align AoE. I suppose my Numa is kind of like what Loifa was doing in that last fight, but I can't send it all over the arena and shoot 4 of them, so... I always forget that these restore some MP. That's just barrier. That's just move, no damage. Raja, Cardia, no. Rizamata, that's just a stack of Adder's Gall. I constantly forget to use that, and I need to remember to do so. That's your basic Asuna, basic Res, basic Surecast. That's your shield. 1 person, reduced damage taken, no boosts to healing. That's your AoE shield with a regen. I always forget this one has a regen on it. This is a shield. Oh no, this is a heal plus shield. Or no, heal plus mitt. And this one is mitt plus regen on everyone. It's a little odd, but it's easy enough to do. If someone's about to get hit and I have Haima, I use that. If I don't, I Terracol them or I Eucrasian Diagnosis them. And if everyone's about to get hit, I just pop a Caracol. Like, whenever I would pop a bubble on any other healer, I pop a Caracol. Sleep. Lucid Dreaming. Swift Cast. Rescue. Okay. We've only been going for about an hour, but I think I am going to take a short break, actually, because I need to run to have a quick bio break. So this may be a few minutes. And then I'll be back, and we will continue on with these quests in just a little bit. I'll go ahead and run some ads while I'm away, too, to get rid of pre-rolls. Alright, see you guys in a little bit.
The Kami, the talking turtle, says the Kojin to Taru. I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Requesting new operator.
Wait, there's a technopath outside. This was a bad idea. Let's say this saber slime experiment was success? Question mark? Yeah, let's leave it at that. We'll just leave this at calling it a success and be done with it. Oh, wait. Nope, someone tarred. So much for the success.
Once they're all gathered up like this, now you can hit them.
Got it.
And here comes the weird aggro.
Jesus, every single thing on my enemy list just went red.
Oh, is that what those symbols mean? I've never paid attention to them.
Oh god. Oh yeah, we have to watch the cutscenes in this one.
Yeah, we do.
That makes our glams
we
even
do.
better.
Yeah.
Yes!
We're forced to watch cutscenes of us looking all epic.
Yes.
Yeah, then me.
Get your
That's what I'm
get your
talking about.
screenshot buttons ready for when we step off that ship.
Oh, I'm ready, baby. You know I'm ready. Best prey of my life right now.
Last prey of your life.
Wait,
The
should
last
I
prey
read
of
this
my
stuff
life.
for Doggy? Doggy. You know what? That was it.
I can read it dramatically. Wait, we should
Oh,
assign
God.
parts. We should assign parts. Can I be Gaius, please?
Could show up into Lindwalker and they're already gone, just like the Asians before. Wait a second. Oh my god, they're polygrapes. Oh my god, they are polygrapes. What the hell? Not the what the not fair, game. That's not fair. That's an existential crisis just in a name. It's not fair to put a Loperate name that in front of me, thank you, game. I already have enough trouble putting off the thoughts about the inevitable heat death of the universe without you putting that in front of me. No existential crises, please.
Oh, hey, look, stairs. Bye-bye. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention.
Oh, there's mine. Of course it was this joke that made it in. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. You just had to talk about hentai, you idiot. Oh, of course I did.
Fun and sunshine.
Got him. Oh, I fucking got you. Holy crap. This is my best opportunity. If this doesn't work, I don't think I can do this on normal mode. I'm even gonna pop Angel's Periapts here just in case he does any damage. I don't know. Right in his head. Come on, baby. We've got him. Yes! Yes! I did it! I beat the orphan run on hard mode without ever changing off.
Oh, hey, Cloud. You're just in time
Yep.
for our favorite game, Whack-a-Box.
Verified
You
hero.
want in? It's super fun. The rules are easy. The person who whacks the most boxes
Yeah,
is crowned
Whack-a-Box.
champion of the hideout.
Like, the rules are
We
in the
usually
name,
don't let
Whack-a-Box.
adults play, but
Equally tedious, equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
That's a mood. That is a serious mood.
We gotta get in the
The Magitech.
magic, yeah. Ash, I will pummel you, I swear to God.
Goodness. Rivet. Alphino, Alice, don't even worry about this. I've played Palace of the Dead. I'm totally used to this. It's fine. We'll be good. This shit happens to me all the time. Oh, barely missed that one again. And that one. Oh, a Sasquatch strolling through the middle of town. Ooh, ah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Would be that one. Yeah. It's basically like one of the wind sprites really let themselves go and became real chunky. Seer. Uh-oh. Straight up warrior with beast mode. And what's so bloody grand about it? I do like that they, as much as they streamline things, they did keep in this section with the Reaper. Because this is just fun. Just riding the Reaper around and just blowing everything up. Fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here we go. Yes.
It's okay.
You have to clarify.
Nope, no clarification. Make sure to pray to the one true God again. And then pet the palm for good luck. How did I know that was gonna get you to just start screaming giddily, Julie? I don't think I need to do any more shopping here. So that should be good. Do I have...
Yeah, I don't believe you guys because the game hasn't reset yet. Yeah. See, I don't believe you guys because the game hasn't reset us to the beginning yet. Just like I didn't believe the game before, I don't believe any of you in my chat. Because we would have restarted. Oh, fuck that, guys. My music's already up. I'm good.
No.
Oh.
The hatred.
Oh, it does. It hits so good.
Have lost.
This music is great. The whole idea of having to run up to them, get right in their hitbox, and then stop and stand still for a second or two is annoying. If you come even within like a mile of the statues, they should just give them to you. Because you probably jumped to their platform by then. You proved you can do it. As I walk off the edge. What a horrible, poisonous... Oh my god, it's protocarby. This is why everyone likes P5 so much. Or at least likes to talk about P5 so much. It's protocarby. He hangry. Mythic creation. Proto-carbuncle. I love how much more like basic they made the carbuncles over the eons. It's like, who the fuck came up with this?
Darn it. Forget that ether current, I'll come back for it later. Not interested in this fight, thanks. You done? Come on, there you go. Should see my position here is secure. Did you not just see what happened, Alphino?
That's right. Lady Shitoto insists that you hold, nay, that you are the key to this entire operation. I'm not inclined to doubt her, but I would hear it from your own lips. Can you say with all certainty that you would emerge victorious over this hypothetical golem of mythical proportions? Yes, because I have the power of resets. I will eventually have to emerge victorious, so yes, I could do it.
I was gonna say earlier, JJ, it's too bad that person didn't realize what we were doing emote-wise here, because he...
Okay. And I'm back. Ah. I hate when you have to take bio breaks. Where's my cyberpunk future with my robo body and my brain installed in it? And then I never have to worry about any of that stuff ever again. Anywho. Enough testing Sage and taking breaks. Let's get back into it. Good God, such a dry and dusty place this is. When are wouldn't give for a bath right now. How long have you been here? I mean, just while you're here. I've already replenished my supplies, so if you're ready, begin looking for the apothecary at once. A Huron woman whose facial tattoo should mark her out. Fugitives are like to be searching for her too. We must find her before they... That woman yonder fits the description. Something appears to be amiss. Let's investigate. Help me, please. What ails you, ma'am? I was dealing with a customer when a group of bandits attacked us. I managed to flee, but he's still at their mercy. Worry not, we'll help you. Lead the way. Thank you. Could only be them. So your technology company right now, I'm on a robo body now. I'm the elemental. Yeah. I would not want a first gen robo body nor any like organization created robo body. I would want like government mandated robo bodies, because at least then they'd have to live up to some fucking level of not being shitheads. Although that wouldn't be much of one either. But you're right. We would absolutely have to, like, always online. You better keep subscribing to our company's weekly, monthly, whatever service. Otherwise, your body is going to shut down. Oh, you want to get rid of the ads that are constantly overlaid in your eyes? Well, that's going to be another $20 a month. If you want to get rid of some of them. If you want to get rid of all of them, then you join our platinum plan at $50 a month. I know. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck ass. Because no one will fucking crack down on company greed bullshit and this infinite profit lie that people sell fucking investors on. Like, nobody's willing to crack down on any of it, so our world is turning into a fucking cyberpunk dystopia with all the worst parts and none of the cool shit. It's indeed them. But wait, is that Master Feldernet? You haven't updated your service agreement with us, so your body is now reduced to the basic service. Exactly. If you want your body to continue functioning as it's supposed to, then you have to agree to the new terms and conditions in which we've completely changed them with no oversight, telling us we couldn't aggressively change all our terms and conditions, and now they completely fuck you over. But if you want your body to work, you have to agree to the new terms. Basic service is like vision and talking. No, talking wouldn't be a basic service. Basic service would be vision and consciousness. You'd basically be laying there as a vegetable. It's over, villains. Lay down your arms, or else. Or else what? Answer me one thing. What's this all for? Why go to such lengths and forsake everything you had to obtain power? Why wield such power against good, well-meaning souls? Good, well-meaning? Yeah. You know nothing about us. Nothing! You're just fools who believe everything you've been fed. Assume talking because how would you talk to their customer service rep to cough up more cash? Beginning to regret sparing you. You feel it, the weight of this sacred duty. To strive for the betterment of mankind and stand as a beacon of hope. To play with people's lives. You feel it, the weight of the sin. You would speak of sin? To do not when a life might be saved, that is the greatest sin. Every day, unfortunate souls die without reason, at fate's whim. It's a sage's duty to fight this injustice by whatever means he may. If you understand this, then it's not too late for you. may yet make something of your lives. Shut your mouth. This guy, like, seriously steal a sage's job crystal and Newliths for power, but now he's, like, angry because they're trying to, like, make him help people or something, and he's like, I hate this. If you're determined to protect that wretch, then I'll consider you complicit. Wait, I know you. Mm-hmm. That guy's dressed in a very tuned outfit, even if his line makes me nervous. Yeah. Like, I keep thinking there's something up with this dude. That he is not some innocent bystander. Rather too close to the settlement for comfort. Fear for the civilians. Wouldn't stand a chance against such a fiend, as they would well know. Bastard! Don't let him provoke you. They can't control themselves. So I'm guessing they've been enhanced by whatever this medicine is, and now they like can't even control their ether. Stay with me. Listen to my voice. Let's lure the beast elsewhere and tend to it. Shrine, would you mind assisting me? Go. I have the situation here in hand. Really? All three of them? Like, even if they can't control their ether, they're angry. They're probably gonna lash out. Alright, whatever. But yeah, there's something seriously screwed up going on with this dude. He's definitely not the good guy. I guarantee you that. The way he was fucking smiling while talking about the village. Big shields. Not that I really need it against this little enemy. But still. Big chunky shields, because I can. And damage tick. Bye-bye. Thank you, my friend. Well fought. I dare say you're a born sage. Fascinating. Come, we should return to the others. Villains may not remain stricken for long. Everything about this questline is, like, weird to me. I don't quite understand exactly what's going on yet, but they're... like, I'm not seeing many good guys here, except maybe this girl, and she's completely naive. Yes, every side of this questline is very sus. The only decent person in it, I'm guessing, is the girl who's so naive that she's been completely, like, used, misled. The condition is unchanged. We should probably take advantage of this and apprehend them. But the symptom... Hold on, I'm getting us out of here. Oh, well, fine, Lothar. You're not, and you know it. It's the enhancement, isn't it? Know something of the procedure, of its potency, and the harm it causes. There's a limit to the amount of corporeal ether a living being can harbor. As we grow up, it waxes. As we grow old, it wanes. A gradual, gentle process, allowed to function in the natural fashion. Complications may arise when one forcibly fortifies that ether, as a rogue healer was rumored to have been doing with live subjects some years ago. Yeah, that wasn't Loifa, though. Man used an unproven procedure on countless souls. Forbidden procedure, known only to a select few sages. Yeah, that was Susboy over there, I'm guaranteeing it. Thought he succeeded in a few instances. Subjects suffered from debilitating side effects, but those rumors were denounced by the Forum as baseless. And yet, turning people into void scent. Yeah, by trying to pump more ether into them than their body can actually hold. Maybe. I don't know if they become void scent, but something. Believe anything they tell you, won't you? Naive fools. What? Can you stand? Wait, please. It's really you, isn't it? Odd. Answer. Yes, it is, my children. That you've grown. Like the 12-year life. And there's a lot of teleporting going on in the Sage questline. Like, it's not like they've never shown people teleport in cutscenes or anything like that before, but they do it pretty rarely, honestly. But it's like every single scene in the Sage questline has just teleport. I hit her. Welcome to the stream. Just going through the last bit of Sage stuff that I need to get done before I can start raiding with them. And it's a good thing I decided to do so. Because, like, I just assumed there wouldn't be any skills locked on Sage. Since Sage doesn't even start till 70, I figured there'd be no skills locked on Sage, only to find out there was, there's actually a skill locked behind 80, so there actually is a skill locked behind the quest line. So that's a good thing I did that. Tempted to redeem the other one? Oh boy. The perfect chance to apprehend the fugitives. Complete my mission, but I couldn't. It seems you know them. I'm doing good. One's called Mahad and Ansel. Of course, they're my adopted children. They were orphaned at a young age. I took them in and raised them as my own. None of us was related by blood. We became as close a family as any. This was a quiet, comfortable life. Then one day Mahad fell sick. She had a raging fever and grew weaker with every passing moment. Ether spurn, the illness is called. I've read about it. A rare disease wherein the body becomes unable to draw ether from food. There's no known cure, only palliative care. The troubles didn't end there. Even as we were struggling to look after Mahad, a fell beast attacked our settlement. Ansel tried to protect his sister and was badly hurt. Karojan said that he would be bedridden for the rest of his days. I didn't know what to do. Without the coin to care for them, my mind went to dark places. I began thinking of how I might spare them the pain, spare us all. It was in that state that he found me, a kindly traveler. A healer? Yes. He offered to help Mahad and Ansel and refused what little payment I tried to give. He also said that their condition demanded special care and facilities. It would take years, many years. Desperate as I was, I accepted without hesitation, and so he left with my children. It's hard not knowing what became of them. I don't know if I had made the right choice. But I clung to the hope that one day we would be reunited. And we were. We were. But to finally see them again, I've heard the words for it. And that is not that they've changed. The healer, what was his name? Gildevane, he called himself. A healer of some renown in his native Charlene, I believe. Truly touching tale. Where there is life, there is hope. Would you not agree? Now then, if I am no longer needed here, I shall return to making my rounds. Till next time, my aspiring sage. Everything about him is so sus. Like, he may not be the one who started this whole thing. I'm guessing the one who started this whole thing might be the person that Lala respects whoever's like job crystal Loifa stole, and that she's desperately trying to get back, might be the one who actually started the project or whatever back in the day, and then probably stopped it when things started going bad. And my guess is sussy elf boy over there is probably trying to restart it. What if the danger is past? But for good measure, I'll ask the immortal flames to keep an eye on the area. When you're dead. If you don't mind telling me, was this your first meeting with meeting Master Faldernet? Oh no, he's a regular of mine, introduced by an acquaintance. When he comes, he always takes a moment to treat those who are unwell. To have so many kindly healers, surely it must be a wonderful place indeed. Who's this acquaintance of yours, if I may ask? A merchant in Aleport. Master Faldernet buys alchemical ingredients from him. Rare items sourced directly from Thavnar. See. Out of curiosity, what did Master Faldernet buy from you this time? Just the usual. A few sprigs of musk malloy. See, he's trying to restart it. He's actually the one who told me where to get the herb. It says it's used to treat certain serious illnesses. If you'll excuse me, I must be returning to my stall. I don't know when, but I know my children will return. I must work hard if I'm to give us better lives. So she didn't even know that the product she was selling has some real screwed up uses. She just thought it was used to treat some illnesses she didn't know. Let's return to Idleshire for now. These events have given me much to ponder. Yeah, no shit. There's a lot of that going on. But yes, it's a very good thing that instead of going to Dragoon, like I was planning to do this week, and doing the job and role quests for Dragoon, I instead decided to just go ahead and do it as Sage. Like, I didn't think anything of it. I just decided to do it as Sage because it's like, I'm about to raid with him. I guess I'll go ahead and finish up the job quest and the role quest with him while I'm at it. May as well. Only to the while I was moving around looking to see if anything had changed on recent patches or whatever, see that there actually is an ability that's job locked, like behind the quests. I assume, because it's at level 80 and I don't have it, so it must be quest locked. It's like, oh, that's probably a good thing to get before I go into raiding. Although, for what it's worth, this would not have been, like, the end of my attempts at raiding or anything. Because it's one of the Haima skills, which basically is just a multi-layered stacked barrier. So they, like, break one barrier and it heals the person, and there's more barriers, and they break another and it heals the person kind of thing. Which I already have the normal Haima, which I use on, like, tanks before a tank buster. This is an AoE Haima, which is useful, and it's good that I'm going to be able to have it and use it and get it today, but really I don't think I would use that very much during the raiding, because we're going in with a double shield healer setup, which means like the scholar is going to have to focus on shields and GCD heals. And I, as the Sage, who has a lot more OGCD things, am going to be, like, the quote-unquote pure healer. Just, like, ignoring shields for the most part and using my OGCDs for, like, just plain heal boosts. Mostly, so that we're not, like, overlapping shields and shit like that and constantly screwing it up. So I do need to be careful, like I've said. Business is fine. Ixicol and Drukol are fine. Numa is fine. But Holos erects a barrier, which means if I have to use Holos, that's going to be at, like... Holos is the kind of thing I'd save for when it's like, holy shit, I need a big boost right this second. Pop Holos, everybody gets a big boost of health. But it will overwrite Scholar shields. Though if I'm popping Holos, we probably don't need to worry about Scholar shields because everybody's probably pretty low. Pepsis, on the other hand, is a little weird because I don't know if I can... I don't know. Obviously I can still use it. I don't know if I should still use it in a double shield healer setup. Because in order to make use of Pepsis, first I would have to overwrite the Scholar's shields with a Eucrasian prognosis or diagnosis, and then pop Pepsis for a big burst heal out of that. But I would destroy the Scholar's shields doing that. Same with Haima. No, wait, 5? Magic Barrier around self for targets. Yeah, that would overwrite shields as well. 5 stacks of Haima, none. Cure potency. I mean, Haima is very good for repetitive strikes, actually. It's actually better for repetitive strikes than it is for tank busters for the most part. A plain ordinary shield. Nullifies. And actually, Holos is pretty good as a tank buster. It's a barrier and a damage mitigation. But that's for everyone, so it's probably not a very strong barrier. Taracle reduces damage taken. And heals. See, that's weird to me. That seems almost counterintuitive. Because Taracle reduces damage taken, so it's a mitigation. Great, I'll pop it up before a big hit, but it also has a heal attached to it. So either you get the mitigation before the hit, but not the heal, or you get the heal after the hit, but not the mitigation before. Taracle really should be, like, reduce targets damage taken by 10% for, like, 15 seconds, and then, like, after 15 seconds, or maybe even reduce that to, like, 10 seconds. So I pop it up just before, like, a tank buster's about to go off. And then, like, once Taracle wears off, it should give you a big burst heal. That would make it perfect. If it was, like, reduce damage by 10% for, like, 10 seconds, and then give a big 700 cure potency, would kind of make Taracle perfect. This is fine, because this is regen. So I shield I mitigate everybody within the AoE, and then it gives them regen as well to, like, recover after a big hit. But Taracle is kind of like half and half. It does two things, but if you don't keep everybody topped up, you can heal plus mit shield. Yeah. But this is the weird part about it, is just the fact that, like, Taracle does two very specific things, but it does it in a way that you're never really going to gain the benefit of both. I guess you kind of would. Yeah, you could. I suppose you could. If you don't keep everybody topped up and say the tank is down at about, like, half health, and then you get the symbol that a tank buster's about to go off, you hit Taracle, which gives them a burst heal and reduces damage taken, so it brings their health up higher, and it shields them. I guess it does make sense to do that, if you aren't really focusing on keeping everybody up constantly. Then you get, like, oh, here comes a tank buster, boom, tank, get a bunch of your health back, and then a damage reduction. I guess that could work. I'm so used to throwing down Haima during tank busters, but really it's not the best for a tank buster. Magic Barrier equivalent to a heal of 300 potency, 5 stacks of Hymatinol. When the barrier is completely absorbed, a stack of Hymatinol is consumed, and a new barrier is applied when the effect duration expires. Yeah, Haima is definitely for multi-hit. Technically, Haima will work and do what I want it to do during a tank buster, but it's not, like, optimal for a tank buster, is what I'm seeing here. Like, during a tank buster, they'll obviously break the shield, and then another shield will immediately get applied, which is useful for a tank. But it's really good if you have enemies that are just breaking the shield over and over and over again. So for a single big hit, it's really not that great. I did find out after some testing today that, like, every single one of these healing potency boosts stacks, right? So if I just want to meme as a sage, I can blow Physis on something that's probably not very useful for it, and then throw a Krasis on my target, and then Zoe, and then throw a Eucrasian Diagnosis and just get a big fat chunky shield for, like, no extra benefit, but just to be like, look at that big shield. Although I think, like, the god of look at that big fat shield is Scholar, isn't it? Because they can stack, it's not Change Stratagem, it's the other one that Scholar has. Recitation, I believe. Yeah, Recitation guarantees crit. Plus, I assume Scholar has a few other things that are like HP recovery. No, that wouldn't help. Increases HP recovery via healing actions. So Protraction extends to the other people. That doesn't help. Galvanize, Catalyze, Restore, Magic Barrier. No, it looks like they only have one. So it looks like you would do, like, Protraction, Recitation, and then Adloquium? Or do they have a bigger shield than Adloquium? 180% of the amount of HP restored. Cure potency 300. So 180% of that is like 260? No, 300. That would be like 500 and something shield. Nope, these are regens. Magic Barrier, 160% of 200, nope. I think Adloquium is probably their big one. Unless they have another big one that you can use with, like, Seraph. No, maybe, actually. I forget what Seraph does. Restore all nearby party members. A Magic Barrier equaling the amount of HP. No, so that's not as powerful as Adloquium. Dissipation is just quick casts. Lots of bursts of casts. Okay, so I think the best that Scholar is able to do is Protraction, Recitation, Adloquium. Holy shit! That shield. Oh, wait, my Scholar is not geared up, is he? Yeah, my Scholar doesn't have huge HP yet. Okay, he's only 87. My Sage has more health, so the shield is a little less impressive on the Sage. I didn't see what he actually got out of that. But with Sage, it's like Physis, Krasis, Zoe, and then Eucrasian Diagnosis for like 13,000 shield. No, 13,000 would be the heal. Yeah, 13,000 would be the heal, so that'd be 10%. That's about 15,000. 20 on top of that. That's about... Well, additive or multiplicative matters there, but that's about 17 or 18. Another 50. That's going to be a shield of like 30,000. That's a shield of about 20 to 30, 25 or 30,000, I think. And then Eucrasian Diagnosis is... Yeah, 300, 180 shield. So if the heal is then this is 180. That's almost double that. So first you almost double 13,000. So that's about 25, 26, 27,000. And then 50 on top of that. Although, again, additive or multiplicative really changes that number aggressively. But either way, that's probably a shield close to about 40,000 then at that point. Depending on additive or multiplicative, that shield is probably around like high 30s to maybe even like 50,000. No, it wouldn't be 50,000 because it doesn't even come close to covering my entire health bar. Really? That can't be that big. Oh, was that the heal? No, that's the regen ticks. Honestly, that if my health bar is 55,000, that looks like it's about 25 or 30,000 maybe. No, that's probably about 25,000. But anyway, that's just memes, really. None of that super matters. Because the biggest, chunkiest shield imaginable is like just a meme. Really. You almost never need it, and wasting all of your boosts on a single huge shield is kind of just a complete waste. Shame I am to admit this, I'm no longer certain of the truth. It's Loifa and his accomplices who sought Muscumaloy but Master Feldrenet. What the fugitives want is Master Feldrenet himself. Clearly they bear a grievance against him. Those despicable rumors were true, and one of ours was actually... But the form was adamant in their denial. They surely wouldn't... They surely would. My mind is running amok. Forgive me, but I need a moment to rein in my thoughts. I'm pretty sure you guys spelt rain wrong there. But whatever. Charles taken a turn for the worse. Corporeal ether wanes at an alarming rate, and she cannot keep food down. And vomited all she has been given. We are able to keep her with us. It's not but a stopgap measure. Okay, so they're talking about Maud there. That's the child they're talking about. Reviewed past cases in all existing literature but found no effective treatment. There must be something we can do, something that no one has yet to try. Muscumaloy may be the answer. We Vera have used this medicinal herb since ancient times. Vera, huh? Potentially poisonous through refinement, we should be able to suppress the adverse effects. So the person writing the journal is a female. What we do know is she's a healer in Charlian. She's Vera. She was married to a man who's 50 years her junior. It doesn't say specifically if he's Vera, though. I don't know. Poisoned gift. Pray forgive me my earlier bewilderment. If you don't mind, I will review the situation as it stands. I've been laboring under the assumption that Loifa and his companions had come to Eorzea to further enhance themselves in their pursuit of forbidden power. To that end, did they seek to procure Muscumaloy, which they would use in conjunction with the stolen soul crystal. But it wasn't the Muscumaloy that they wanted. What they wanted was the man who wanted it, Master Feldrenet. Using the herb as a lead, they went to the Arboretum in anticipation of their Chloe's arrival. Failing to find him there, they made their way to Lost Hope. Such is my theory, at any rate. What do you make of all this? I mean, these are pretty aggressive stances in either direction. They're criminals, they're a bit deranged, but yes, they're also whatever. Like, both of those were, like, black and white answers to something that is very much a gray question. I think so, too. Something else. Rumors are mentioned of a Charlian healer who conducted heinous procedures on live subjects. After sharing recent developments with Command, they reopened the investigation, and have, to our considerable shock and surprise, confirmed that there appears to be some truth to them after all. You mean after you were punched in the face with the fact that that was actually true, Command was forced to acknowledge that it actually happened, and stop pretending like nothing ever happened? Like, I don't believe for a second Charlian reopened the investigation and somehow discovered, oh my god, this actually did happen. What I do believe is they buried the case until it was forced to come to light. Do I believe that politics won out over actual investigation in Charlian? In a heartbeat. People went to great lengths to conceal his operation, thus they managed to elude the authorities for years. Man's identity is yet to be conclusively ascertained. I bet you he's an elf. But we have a suspect, a sage who disappeared from Charlian shortly before our fugitives first appeared. A sage by the name of Gildavane. Although the problem is, when they mention Gildavane by name, like, part of me was like, that's probably just the name Falgernet was using. Except for the fact that Maud and Ansel's mom didn't take one look at Falgernet and go, I know you, and she did say that Gildavane came in person when her children were sick and injured and talked to her and took her kids, right? So if he were actually Gildavane, I suspect she would notice, unless he's changed his appearance somehow, which maybe. Or maybe Gildavane was just another person working on the same project that he was. Same Gildavane who took Maud and Ansel into his care, I suspect. If they were victims of his experiments, then they would have every reason to follow him to the ends of the world. Much this is conjecture, it goes far towards explaining that which we know. Let's proceed on this assumption and have the truth from the man at the heart of recent incidents, Falgernet. According to the apothecary, there's a merchant in Aleport who introduced them. If we find this merchant, we may also find Falgernet. The Vilbrin! Yeah. I was wondering if I should hop back to Limsa since I can travel there for free, but it's like, for 200 gil? Fuck it, I'll just go straight to Aleport. It doesn't matter. I actually have a couple of different outfits going on with Age lately, because I've been trying to put something together for raiding as well. And I'm not sure if I want to go basic, like what would I myself in real life prefer to wear kind of thing. Something simple, down to earth, something that breathes, isn't too confining. I hate the belt. I hate the belt on the Craftsman's coverall top. And I know I'm not alone, because talks that I've, like, people talking about the Craftsman's coverall in the past that I've seen before I ever got this one myself, had a bunch of people screaming that they fucking hate the belt. They hate the big clunky garbo on the belt. And then I have Ascian, since we are doing Abysso Savage, but that's a little too obvious. There's the one I'm using for job quests. I'm definitely not going to use this one for raiding, though. This is a little too aggressive for my taste. And then there's, like, another kind of simple, very similar to the other, but instead of the Craftsman's, like, coveralls, I'm wearing the poncho. I think that's the only difference. No, the gloves are different, too. So I'm thinking of going with one of these for raiding. Not sure which one, though. Maybe the poncho. I also had a different one where I actually had, like, dyed the poncho, but I could never get it to, like, look good to me. When it's dyed, it just didn't look that good to me. Oh, why do I have the second one? Because I changed something. No, because I wanted to move it there. Yeah, I'll overwrite this with something else eventually. I could go in as Squall. Or I could go in as, like, a noir detective, I suppose. Or my club clothes. Fucking Ronkin Machinist outfit. I still have this one? Man, it's been a while since I went back to Garlemald. That was 6. Oh no, that was 6.3, so that was just a couple weeks ago. I never used this one. it's goofy and all if I really wanted to go super maelstromy, but I never do want to. Super paladin-y. There's that rogue one that I kind of really like the look of, but I've never used. My cyberpunk mage, cyberpunk healer. Another paladin-y one. Why do I have... Oh, because this one is troop. This one is like sort of paladin-y. This one is literally all of the paladin artifact pieces. Yeah, I'll get rid of this one now that I'm done with it. War Dancer and New Journey. I should get rid of that shield. But yeah, I think I'll go with one of these two. I'm not positive though yet. Still don't have one that's like, yep, that's exactly what I want to do for raid. This is Airport, one of Vilbrun's foremost trading hubs. How I should like to take in the sights, but that must wait. We have work to do. I must try to find this merchant before Faljonet does. As I recall, the man deals in Thavnarian wares. Let's begin by... Hila! Send for Hila! Yeah, Hila. Good. We got us some badly hurt folk just outside. Attacked by the looks of it. Can you go and tend to them? It appears whoever did this is still near, so watch yourselves. I'm going to raise the alarm. Like, don't worry. I'm a healer, but I'm a gun healer, so even if they're still around, I can handle it. I'm a healer with 4 guns to pull out and blast whoever gets in my way. Oh, Loifa was attacked. Wait. A random civilian and Loifa. Oh, I wonder if his friends finally lost control of themselves because of the side effects, and that's why he got hurt. What happened? Too late to help the merchant. Wonder if this was the merchant who introduced Faldernet to... Loifa, you can still save him. Earlier speculation was simply that. Speculation. We don't know for certain that what he and his companions seek to accomplish. What we do know, however, is that they took a life in Charlian. They're murderers. So? I must not my place to pass judgment, but they took her from me, my mother. Ah. He was right, I am a fool. I'm strong enough to keep my feelings out of it. Is that whose crystal they stole too, her mother? I'm not interested in he protected me. He can't tell us anything if he's dead. The only way we get further into this investigation is information, and he's the only one who has it right now. Can't have justice without the truth. The mother and all others who've suffered, not least of all. Give me my indecision. Please render Loifa your aid. Also, I wonder if her mother was involved in the experiment. And maybe that's why Loifa attacked her. Or if he even attacked her at all. I suppose there's no actual guarantee that Loifa is the one who killed her. That's just what the forum says. Unless she saw him do it in person. You alright? Modern Edsel. Are they? They weren't here when we arrived. Only the merchant. It's too late for him, but Ash was able to save you. And tell us what happened. Who was it that attacked you? Gildevain, who else? Bastard is still out there because of you. And now... It's as we suspected. Valdrenet is Gildevain. He can't be. She would have recognized him. Like, did they seriously screw up their own story? Maud and Ansel's mom met Gildevain in person and yet had no recognition of Valdrenet. Maybe they're gonna claim he changed his appearance then. I'm ready to accept it, are you? Oh, there we go. He can change his face and name. But there's no changing the monster he is. Still masquerading as a kind-hearted healer. A wolf in sheep's clothing preys upon the vulnerable for his vile experiments. So you were his test subjects. Right? And I know Save your apology. Won't bring Maud and Ansel back. When we confronted Gildevain, they shielded me from his magic. It must have taken them. I never even noticed it had that little, like, spike thing on it, the old gloves. Couldn't do anything. For all the power and the sacrifice, I couldn't do a damn thing. What are you talking about? I was born with a disease of the lungs. As I grew, so too did it worsen. Until I had but a few moons left to live. It was then that Gildevain appeared before us, before me and my master. The wisdom of Charlian, he could cure me, he said. Having believed for so long that I never had a chance, wasn't sure how to feel. But my master was overjoyed, seeing that joy first time I wanted to live. For him, for me. But we were fooled. The guise of treatment, Gildevain subjected me to a dangerous procedure to fortify my ether. I wasn't the only one. There were others. So many others. But one after another they disappeared. Until only a few of us remained. Yep. We who survived had been more than cured. We'd been given unnatural powers. I was twice as strong as any man. I could channel magics with ease. For all the good it did, it was no match for Gildevain and his tricks. But still, I couldn't protect Mahad and Ansel. If this life is my reward for all the suffering and sacrifice, I'd have been better off dead. Slap him. Either of these actually works for me. Yeah, what about your friends, idiot? Wake the fuck up, samurai. It's time to go to work. Look, your friends are still out there. You want to die, fine, die, but not until you've done right by them. Help me, please. I want to save them. I can't do it alone. I need help. So please. Like, at the very least, I didn't steal my job crystal, so odds are I could be a much more powerful sage than he is. Although, he is fortified with enhanced magic, so maybe that makes up the difference. But I'm also level 90, so fuck you. Like, I win. I'm also at least 10 levels higher than he could ever be. If Gildevain went to the trouble of taking Mahad and Ansel, it can only mean one thing. It means to experiment on them again. We can't let that happen. We have to find and save them. Even if we manage to ascertain Gildevain's whereabouts, the fact remains that the three of you together couldn't overpower him. So? Like, why do so many people forget they have the Warrior of Light standing right next to them? I take on gods and monsters and beasts and, you know, kings and emperors on the daily. And I'm dumb enough to try Savage raiding too, so there's that. Let's do it. Can't expect to fare much better. In all likelihood, he himself is also enhanced. Probably. To confront him, we must have a foolproof plan. Do you agree, Ash? No. Your foolproof plan is throw me at his face. Very well. I ask that you return to Idleshire. I'll join you there after briefing the Yellow Jackets on the situation. Find Gildavane, throw Ash at Gildavane, question mark, question mark, question mark, profit. Like, that's the foolproof plan for every big danger. Find it, throw me at it. End of story. Like, it wouldn't even surprise me anymore. The Allied City-States have been doing this shit for the main game and 4 expansions. Believe me, it wouldn't even faze me if you said, I want you to kill him for us. Okay, sure, whatever. I'm used to this. Tidings from Command, Ash. They confirm that Gildavane used Muskmalloy in his procedure. Despite his attempts to destroy all evidence of his crimes, traces of the herb were found in his laboratory. Furthermore, no record exists of a healer named Falgernet. If ever there was any doubt it was a false identity, there's none now. In hindsight, we should have tried to explain everything to you, but we didn't know who to trust. Even if you'd attempted to convince me, I doubt I would have listened. I saw what I wanted to see. Believed what I needed to believe. Even with the mounting evidence, I wavered over whether we should save you. My mother would have been ashamed to see what I'd become. I took up the shield because I wanted to protect all life, just as she did to her dying breath. Your mother was a warrior like you. She was a healer. Soul crystal you took, it was hers. Then the woman that day was your mother. Gildavane had already fled Charlian. We were attempting to escape when one of our comrades collapsed in pain. Someone chanced to see us, another sage at Physis Technon. Suspicious though we must have looked, she rushed to our aid without hesitation. But our companion, he flew into a frenzy and we couldn't stop him. I tried to save her. Gods know I did, but at the last of her strength, she pressed the crystal into my hand. Forgive me. It's not to forgive. She did what she had always done, and she believed was right. If she had any regrets, it would doubtless be that she couldn't help you sooner. As for the crystal, she clearly wished for you to have it. She must have seen something in you in that moment. So I hope that you'll carry on her legacy and fight for the future of all lives. The future of all lives. Okay, so I guess his soul crystal is not stolen. I'll dedicate my efforts to locating Gildavane. Till I do, please continue practicing your skills. Better to be prepared for when we face him. Undoubtedly, this journal, this diary, is written by probably Gildavane's wife, and he probably ends up betraying her in the end to do his own experiments. Muskmalloy has arrived. As expected, it is highly effective in strengthening one's ether, but so too does it poison. Let's find a way to separate its beneficial constituents, as it cannot be administered for any extended period. We administered a diluted extract of Muskmalloy after the patient fell unconscious. Though she awakened a few hours later, she was extremely agitated, and took several people to subdue her. No longer dismissed the inherent risks in the treatment. Must submit a report to the studium on the dangers of Muskmalloy, or someone else repeats our mistake. Pains return worse than before. These eats away at me, and I fear I do not have much time left. Still so much to do, so very much. Oh. Or was his wife sick? And that's why he pushed ahead with the treatment, like, despite the dangers. I don't know anymore, honestly. More astronomy tomes. I've been getting a lot because I've been running hunt trains. Well, not running them. I've been tagging along with them. Which is great because it's one of the best ways for tomes of causality. Like, other good ways, I guess, are like... Let's sync up again so I can look at these. Like, main scenario will give you 50, but trials are quick. 15, dungeons 20, 15, 40 for an expert roulette. That's pretty quick. 50 for an alliance raid isn't terrible. There's a couple of decent ways to get tomes of causality, but in the amount of time it takes you to run an alliance, probably a little longer than an expert dungeon, and definitely much, much shorter than a main scenario roulette, which are all the 50s, right? No, that's 40. Definitely shorter than it takes to do an alliance raid or a main scenario. You can just hop on a hunt train, and it's super quick, it's super easy, there's no worry about, like, oh, am I gonna level sync down and lose a bunch of abilities or any of that shit. You can knock out 11 or 12 enemies on that hunt train and easily get, like, 110 or 120 tomes of causality in, like, 20 to 30 minutes. Right? You just have to, you know, get pinged when the trains go live, because about 5 minutes after the ping goes out, they set off, and then everything dies within about 15 or 20 minutes. So it's like the least boring and tedious way for me to get tomes of causality, which I need. Like, especially now. Now that I'm doing the Savage rating, we have our gear sets up for, like, this is what I have, this is what I need for everyone in our static. And I realized I don't actually need a bunch of raid pieces. Like, I don't need a bunch of Abyssos pieces. I need like 3, I think, Abyssos pieces. So that's going to be drops. But a lot of the other stuff that I need is actually augmented Lunar Envoy stuff, the augmented tome gear. So I need to be getting, like, max causality tomes every week so I can get that stuff. And joining the hunt trains is, like, the least boring way I've found to get the tomes. Because I just need to join, like, 3 or 4 hunt trains a week. And I'm done. Ashram, you'd be pleased to hear that in response to my latest report, my superiors have decided to spare no resources in the hunt for Gildavane, but they're not going to send any backup, right? A remarkable change of policy given how they once considered the rumors to warrant only a cursory investigation before being dismissed. But in any event, with their assistance, it's only a matter of time before we find our man. Oh. Bunch of, like, gunk in my throat for some reason today. So I'm having to mute a lot and, like, clear my throat because it fucks with the voice acting. While we wait developments, I ask that you continue honing your skills. You better contend with Gildavane when the time comes. I can't stand to be idle. I will join you if you're not averse. Not at all. We'd welcome it, in fact. Ashran can go no further with my limited knowledge. He'd benefit from your guidance. I dare say you stand to gain from the experience as well. As to how you might train, I suggest lending a helping hand to the locals. The Dravanian hinterlands are home to many treasure hunters. This is a dangerous line of work, and they often find themselves in trouble. If you speak with a representative, Midnight Dew, she should be able to direct you to her fellows who might require assistance. You're familiar with this Midnight Dew, yes? Lead the way. Midnight! Oh, umbrella. He's with you, I take it. Something I can help you with? Healers looking for injured people. Oh, you want to help us? Aye, well, it's true enough. Wanting to make quick coin, there's some as bite off more than they can chew. As a matter of fact, a few hunters have yet to return. I had a mind to go and look for them. Reckon you could take care of it in my stead. Much obliged. Some especially nasty fiends have been out and about of late, and I'm hoping our friends haven't run afoul of them. Friends, I say, but more like family. Family looks after family. Aye, that they do. Watch yourselves out there, eh? And thanks again. To think that by subjecting me to the procedure, Gildevain gave me the ability to wield sage magic. The power to heal and to harm. I will repay his gift by doing just that. With his death, his victims will finally be able to move on. But those are thoughts for another day. Let us be off and see if we can't find these hunters. And any fiends that may be stalking them. Just hit each other. I freaking love the malevolence emote. It's so trolly. Omega. Let us go and conquer the... I mean, let's go and heal some people. Sorry. Every time I ride this mount, my, inner warlord just, you know, comes out of me for some reason. Oops, let's put that away. Yeah, sure, poison nothing. I'm already gone, idiot. There you go. Thank you. I thought I'd be able to handle the fiends. Oh, how wrong I was. I owe you my life. You can be sure I'll sing your praises to all who listen. Very well. I'm glad we could help her. Spare her family the sorrow. Come, let us continue. Hey. And hide away in my tiny little compartment. It's got to be like shutting yourself in a little trunk, you know? Like, I've got to have my knees up to my chin and just be like scrunched up in there. There's no way there's that much space in there. Yeah, I'm not even gonna dodge that because you're already dead. Oh, are you gonna diagnose this one? Terrible wound. This is no time for training. I'll take care of it. Are you alright? What? I'm alive. How? Was it you? Yes, well, you were in a bad way, and then... Thank you. Thank you so much. Never thought you'd enjoy healing people, huh, buddy? My wife, she's with child. Our firstborn. I wanted to earn as much coin as I could to provide for my family. But in my haste, I got reckless. Took on jobs that were beyond me. Thanks to you, I still have my life, and my family still have me. No more stupid risks. Won't squander the future you've given us. And thanks again, and 12 bless you. He's got a lot to live for, doesn't he? You know, I used to dream about the future I knew I'd never see. About overcoming my illness and protecting the forest as a wood warder. As is the duty of your men. Wanted to repay my people for not giving up on me, my tribe and my master. Allowed myself to hope when I went with Gildevain, until the dream died, once and for all in his laboratory. Alongside those who were sacrificed in the pursuit of his twisted ambition. For the betterment of mankind, that depraved fiend took everything from me. Since then I have been bent upon revenge. Save that there was no purpose for my sage power. And since meeting you and Lala, I feel as though I'm beginning to understand why this soul crystal was given to me. The hope that all might live to know a better tomorrow. There is a warmth and comfort in that, and a purpose. I won't fall again, not when my friends, my family, need me. Come what may, I will protect them. For that purpose and no other will I use my power. This I swear upon the crystal. Soon we must confront Gildevain. If we're to triumph, we must trust each other with our lives. Are you prepared to trust yours to me? Yeah, sure. I'll do the best a fool can. That's me. I'll do the best a fool can. You're still sore about that? No, not really. Just joking. I didn't realize you were so sensitive. I'm sorry, alright? I believe that's enough training for one day. Let's head back to Idleshire. Hopefully Lola's allies have made progress. What was that even? Oh wait, am I level synced? Maybe? I don't know what was going on there. Hey, you're both back. Good. I have news to share regarding the hunt for Gildevain. Okay, and? Are we getting nothing and having to go alone again? First of all, we've located the villain. With the aid of a fellow operative, we measured unusual etheric activity in a cave in the Dravanian Forelands. This is where he's made his base, and holds Maud and Ansel. The two are alive, but more than that we couldn't ascertain. I'm gonna have to fight them. Hold on, my friends. We're coming to save you. We also learned more about Gildevain himself, from an acquaintance of his in yesteryear. According to said acquaintance, after graduating from the studium, Gildevain completed further studies in various fields, semiotics most notably. For his skill and knowledge, he was made a professor of the faculty, and it was there that he met his wife. Yep. Fellow researcher and talented sage in her own right. One day she fell gravely ill. Healers of various persuasions attempted to treat her, but her condition deteriorated rapidly. She passed away not a week later. Gildevain wasn't the same man after that. Whatever tragedy he has known, I can muster no sympathy for him. Nor would you if you had seen the madness in his eyes, heard the malice in his voice. Mark my words, it wasn't for his wife that he mourned, but the loss of a valuable resource. That is all people are to Gildevain. So it seems, whatever reasons he may have had, he can't be permitted to continue his depraved experiments. That being said, we can't storm his cave just yet. His knowledge of semiotics makes him a dangerous opponent. He must be amply prepared. To that end, I've been working on a countermeasure. It will take a little longer to complete. Meanwhile, I ask for your patience and your faith. As much as I wish to save Maud and Ansel, it would be meaningless if we lost anyone in the process. So please believe me. Alright, I'll wait. And when all is ready, we'll go and rescue Maud and Ansel. Also, this is a very cat and bunny heavy story. Like, that's all. It's just all us cats and bunnies. I guess Maud and Ansel are both here. Both here, I think. Initially, my collapse while treating the child. I don't recall ever seeing my husband so distressed. Which though I am, I'd rather he didn't fuss over me. He knows my prognosis. Sages, it's our duty to fight for the future of all lives. Soon I'll no longer be able to fight this fight. I hope that someone will carry on in my stead. To that end, I will pour myself into this soul crystal. Love, in case this is my last chance, I want you to know that I'm glad I met you. Maybe the happiest woman, and even should I be reborn. And... gone. Torn away, huh? So he tore out some of it. Also, I don't know who has her soul crystal. I would expect Gildevain has her soul crystal, but who knows. There it is, level 80, and Penheimer. Preparations complete, Lawless stands ready to begin the reckoning. Apologies for the wait. Countermeasures ready. This is quite delicate, however, I'll hold on to it until the moment of reckoning. Let's make for Gildevain's lair at once. Has there been further word on Mahad and Ansel? My fellow operative reports that your friends are still alive. Together we'll ensure that they remain so. Thank you. Thank you. Though to me they are more than just friends. They are family. Our destination lies in the northeast of the Dravanian Forelands, where the Somal foothills meet the 100 Throws. Cave entrance is just west of the springs. Understood. I'll go on ahead to scout out the area. And hopefully not launch an attack too early and get himself captured. Like, hopefully not. Either of these are about the same, honestly. I'll do tail feather, I suppose. Either one's about the same distance. Wait, this way. So I could turn mount music on for this last little bit, so you can listen to O12S for a little while. I really was just like hanging out and doing whatever one night, and then saw a group that's like, come on, let's go and do this. And like, okay. So technically I have done a little Savage already, but it was old content Savage, and we did it unsynced, and I still died a lot. Like, Hey, Sakuno. Hello, Sakuno. Haven't seen you in a bit. What have you been up to lately? Random shenanigans. Also, that seems to be a random clip. Happens sometimes. You can always tell when you see it's just the stream title. Alright, last duty. Last duty for the sage. Ugh. Like I was saying, when we were doing Omega, we were unsynced, and I still didn't understand the mechanics really well and died plenty. So that's impressive. This weekend is going to be the first time I'll be doing like current content at level synced. Actually, I don't even know if we're going in synced. I don't know what they're planning to do. I mean, unsynced won't give us a lot of benefit, but it might give us a bit if we go in unsynced. But I don't know what they're planning to do. Anyway, the first time I'll be doing high-end savage raiding stuff. This is it, Ashran. Get the Vane's lair. Remember, our chief concern is Mahad and Ansel's safety. As for the countermeasure, there's a set of garments imbued with a special enchantment to shield you from Gildevane's influence. Should the worst come to the worst, it will keep you safe and our hopes alive. So am I going to be forced to change outfits for this? Because there wasn't an outfit reward here. As I mentioned, they are rather delicate, but I guarantee that they will last you this one battle. Oh, they're just going to, like, transform me or whatever, aren't they? When you're ready to sally forth, I'll have you change into them. Yeah. They're forcing you to be in a different outfit for this one. But yeah, it's not going to be the actual gear pieces. Because they already gave us those, I think, when I first took up Sage. No, actually they didn't. They gave me a very basic set when I took up Sage. But the artifact set for Sage at this level would be with Grenell in the Tides or the Tempest. It'd be in there. So that's probably the set that looks like what Loifa is wearing. And then I'm already wearing the glamour, at least, of the Endwalker set. All your attributes will remain the same, but you will be glamored. That's fine. Oh, look, it's actually going to sync my level. I mean, this is 10 levels behind me. Of course it's going to sync my level. And my eye level, because I'm way far ahead. Yep, they're out of control. What do you mean it'll be glamored? This is basically the same set I already had. Which I thought was the 90s set, not the 80s set. Mahad, Ansel. What have you done to them, you bastard? Why such anger? You should instead feel joy for your friends. You have the opportunity to contribute to mankind's future. The frailty of our flesh, so much knowledge and skill and experience are forever lost. An unconscionable and unacceptable waste. A lasting solution to the problem will not come without additional sacrifice. It is unavoidable, but you, my friend, you are an invaluable living specimen. I give thanks for the opportunity to study you further. You monster, how many lives have been lost and torn apart at your twisted whims? You're the part of the indignant moralist, well. Pity. As a fellow Charlian, I held out hope that you, at least, would come to appreciate my vision. Alas, you're as short-sighted as the rest. But no matter. You can yet serve a purpose. As a benchmark for my progress. Yes, all the elements are present for a test of strength. Maud, Ansel, kill these self-righteous fools. Hold on, my friends. We'll save you. It should be possible to break Gildevain's control. We just need to find an opening. Yeah, this is definitely a glamored set that I'm wearing now, because some of the pieces I can tell are different, plus the visor's down, which I didn't have before. But for some reason, it's a glamored set that looks like the 90s set, not the 80s set. Sage may not have an 80 set, because Sage came around with Endwalker. They may not have bothered to give him an 80 set. They may only have the 90 set. As for you, I thank you never to call me a fellow Charlian. It sickens me to think that you are my compatriot. My. The animosity is fairly palpable. I had best make myself scarce. Oh wow, it pieces out? Really? Like, there's nothing left of the Sage quest line after this. What happens to Gildevain? Focus, target her. He should be able to handle himself just fine. In their right minds. Yeah, I know, so let's beat the shit out of them. He'll wake them up. Exactly. No choice but to subdue him. Let's do it. Should probably poison him early on, so that I'm getting as much out of that god as possible. Actually good in the center. Oh, except he's gonna do that. Well, shit. I just got double stacked. God damn it, Ansel. Fucking wait until it's too late to show off that you're gonna screw me. Shield her up a bit. Thank you. Popping that shield. She's good. She's got a shield. Bowler. Whoop. I should probably have actually just caracol everyone to get some regen defense up. Wait, did I not? Oh, whoops. I forgot to cardia her. That would have helped. May as well go and pop a heal too. Not that we really need it, but with NPC allies, it's better to just play it on the safe side because you can't keep track of them as easily in like the party list. still time to go down, so I don't have to deal with you anymore. Keep that DPS uptime going. Honestly, that's one of the reasons why Sage is actually kind of my favorite healer, is being able to like keep the DPS up, keep it going, and it eases the healing because it's sort of healing for you while you're just DPSing the shit out of enemies. What? Ansel! Forgive me. I didn't want to hurt you. It would seem you possess a heightened affinity for the sage's arts. I should be blessed with such fine specimens for research. Let's see what else you can do. Yes, we must. Just shoot him, please. Someone. Watch out! My turn! Jackass. What? Like, what? You thought I was gonna... Finally, a quest line which has my character do something. Like, I get so fucking tired of the Warrior of Light just standing around while a bunch of heinous shit's going down and just being like, a day, let me watch this happen. Finally, a quest line that's like, no, you have skills, use them. Now let's kill this idiot. I won't fall. Not again. Through all the suffering and sacrifice, I'm still here. I'm still alive. So are they. Now let's all please kill this dude before he gets a chance to do anything more to anyone else. As long as I live, I refuse to let anyone else die on me. Say you not, Ansel. As if you needed to ask. There you go, we follow. You know this. Even you too, Lufa. And you and Ashram both. Tiny, tiny cat boy. Every time I actually see his height difference with other people in cutscenes, it's always like, oh, my tiny little cat boy. I like him just the way he is. Although, granted, that is a bun boy I'm standing next to, so... Get the vein. You wanted to see what else we could do, right? Then come and find out. Marvelous, absolutely marvelous. Don't hold back, my dear subjects, for neither shall I. For the betterment of mankind, let us transcend the limits of our flesh together. Huh? That just looks like something out of Xenoblade. Like, you injected yourself with an ether-enhancing drug and you transformed into a friggin' Xenoblade. Like, whatever the hell they call them. Okay, everybody. Here we go. Is she still Cardion? Yes, she is. Good. Let's play. Oh, good. She turned him north, too. I love it when NPCs are smart enough to turn enemies north. There we go, the new list. He probably has a bunch of big fucking ability. Oh my god. She needs Haima. Like, I could already see this is going to be like a multi-hit thing. I need to get the hell out of the way, too. Oh, shield's up. Let's keep these beams off of everyone else. And not overlap them, please. thingy. Right scalpel, left side. Yep. Obvious enough. Left scalpel. Waterman? Amputation. I think I got... Yes, I did get out of the way in time. Good. For a second there, I was like, did I make it? Hypothermia. Did I go out? I generally just follow the group when shit like that happens, but they didn't move at all. That was arena-wide, though, so it makes sense they didn't move. Bubble up. Again. Craniotomy. What is going on here? Okay, everyone's down. You know what? Let's just pop Physis. That'll heal. That'll regen them. Two sages have protection. Yes, we have protection. Oh, now we have to fight them? Oh no, we have to fight the Newliths that are controlling that. Wow. Newliths are controlling them. It's definitely new. Let's go ahead and poison all of them first. Go ahead and shield the two of us since we're getting whacked by our allies. Poison will deal with that one. I suppose I could have moved Cardion onto myself there, but I didn't need it. I didn't really feel super pressured during that section. That was good. Unique as he is most definitely with the truck. Huh. Shields up! So one of us definitely has Hadia's crystal. I'm assuming it's him. Although that's a weird... Left, right? I'm guessing it's gonna go left, then right, right? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Actually, I would expect that I might be the one with Hadia's crystal. Although, if Hatia left it to Gildavane... No, because Boifa got his crystal from Lala's mother after she died. Yeah. I mean, Lala's mother might have gotten it from Hatia or Gildavane at some point, but I don't know how. I'm thinking it might be me who got her crystal. Boom! Kill him with a phlegma ball to the face. That's how you have to finish every fight. Phlegma ball right to the face to finish every fight as a sage. Well... Between the two of us, we have 8 guns. Let's just keep shooting him until his body stops twitching. Just make sure. Or we could arrest him. Yeah, sure. Why not, game? Let him live. And keep doing horrible shit. What are we waiting for? Let's kill him and have done with it. And so, should be Loifa's decision. This power that I have, born of untold sacrifice. I swore that I would use it only to protect life, not take it. Hello. Gildevain will face justice back in his homeland, where he committed his most heinous crimes. I'm doing fine. Just finishing up this bit of the story. Sorry, my friends. Is this going to be... Oh, this crystal was your mother's. It rightfully belongs to you. It's already where it belongs. Through your deeds, bring honor to my mother's memory. I'll strive to do the same. Yep, it is. Yep, that's exactly what this is. Bye. Sorry if for some unbelievable reason you were an actual person, but I don't believe you. That's the third time I've had someone or something, I'm thinking, show up and use those literally exact phrases in that exact order, with pretty much that exact same timing as well, to then proceed to try and convince me to, like, commission someone for more art or VTuber shit and, like, join my Discord and try and friend request people who are my friends randomly out of the blue and request commissions and shit from them. Sorry if these are actual people, but if they are, they're going about this the worst way possible. But I'm pretty sure those are just bots at this point. So I'm doing the same with my trusty sword and shield. And I'm not having it anymore. I have no interest in bot shit going on in my chat or my Discord, so I'm just banning them straight out. I guess if they're actual people, they can request an unban. With your blessing, I hereby take Gildevain into custody. He'll be transported back to Charlian, and will be tried by the Forum. I should actually look at my unban requests, because I barely ever check them. I should look at it and see if any of those, what I think are bots, have actually requested an unban. I probably won't grant it, but I'll at least look at it. When I attend to the necessary arrangements, you should return to Idleshire and have a rest. I'll join you anon. Mercy is more than you deserve. You will answer for your crimes, every last one. Yeah, hopefully. I set out from Charlian. I wanted to reclaim my mother's soul crystal. Wanted it as a memento to remember her by. I've come to realize that there's no better way to remember her than by the legacy of her deeds in life. She was the gentlest and noblest of women. One who never flinched in the face of danger when someone was in need of succor. I'll endeavor to do honor to that legacy by rising to the defense of those in need of protection. This includes Loifa and his friends. So in case you worry for them, don't. You should return to Idleshire as well. Gods know you deserve a rest too. Do something real quick. Okay. Let me check some other things real quick from here. Nah. Nothing. This is good. Just wanted to mention it to some people in some of the discords I'm in. Like, this shit's been going on in my chat for a week or so now. Like, have any of you other guys been seeing this? And if so, watch out for it. Because it's not just the fact of, like, how dare somebody come in here, even if they're, like, an artist, and try and shill themselves to me. That's bad. That's terrible. That's stupid. It's not a good way to actually get people to want to work with you, to shill yourself in someone else's Twitch chat. But that's not the kicker to it. What kills me is that it's just like, I'm pretty sure it's just bots. I'm pretty sure it's not even people. I'm pretty sure it's just bots. Because it's always like the same 5 or 6 lines, like verbatim, word for word, over the course of about a minute or two. Although there must be someone or something on the back end as well, because the one time I actually like let it go through its entire spiel without banning, I got like a random friend request from who I think was whoever was attached to that account, and so did a bunch of other people like in my chat or in my Discord or things like that. So it's either way, it's terrible, whether it's bots or people, but I think it's bots because it's the same exact lines word for word every time. Alright, let's finish this up. You took your time. Let me guess. You were talking with your superiors and making arrangements to send us back to Charlian as well. What? No. We had a long and difficult conversation, I must confess. They were pleased that Gildevain would be returning to Charlian, alive no less. They were deeply disappointed to hear that the fugitives escaped, and that despite my best efforts I couldn't pick up their trail again. I don't exactly mistrust the Forum. I do have reason to believe that they knew more about Gildevain's activities than they let on. No shit. Glad to see that she finally, like, pulled a little bit of that naivety away. Perhaps they were hoping for a resolution that wouldn't see the sordid details of his experiments brought to light. Yeah, no shit. Now that it's all going to be out in the open, and your innocence has been made plain, my superiors will no longer think to pursue you. You're free to begin anew, which is the very least you deserve after all you've suffered. Well now, you're surprisingly reasonable for a mole-headed Charlian. Beg your pardon, a simple thank you would have sufficed. Never asked for my powers, but fate has decreed that I have them. I will use them as they were intended, and fight for the future of all lives. I'll also seek a cure for the procedure's side effects. And when I succeed, my friends will finally be able to return home, safe in the knowledge that they won't lose control again. I can't thank you enough for coming to our aid. If it weren't for you, we would have been dead or worse. You'd all but given up on ourselves and lived only for revenge. But you've given us a second chance. We won't waste it. We'll aid Loifa in his research, of course. And it'll be as much for his sake as ours. For all his bravado, he can't stand to be alone. What? We thought that Vera men prefer solitude. Not our Loifa. Deep down, he's a lonely little boy. Tease the bunny. Family indeed. As a little girl, I regarded the sages of Eld with awe. And the tales all were stern, nigh mythical figures, untouchable in their virtues and ideals. The more I think on it, the more I'm convinced that these legends can't have been so unlike us. They're ordinary folk who bore great love for friends and family, and that love extended to all life. No more than ever I see this love in my dear departed mother. Though I still have much and more to learn, ever will I endeavor to make her proud. Thank you, Ashran. I couldn't have learned these lessons, or accomplished my mission, without you. As our work is done, our time together is over, but I'll linger in Eorzea a while. Hope to see more of you and hear your tales. Panheima. There's some weird fucking names for Sage. I love all the weird, crazy fucking names that Sage has for their abilities. Dumb dogs barking like crazy. Sage, heal thyself. Should be it. I mean, that's all the skills, that's for sure. The sagacious. That's all the skills, and if anyone was gonna have another quest for me, it would be her, so I'm pretty sure that's it. Haha. Entries in another hand, 1 to 4. Oh, is this Gildavane now? Oh, I'm going to dusty dirt, a future cut short for no reason but that. Yeah, her body failed. Right, but the child lives. She may still serve a purpose. Say what? Quite a subject with a tolerance for Muslim light. Vera has taken the herb from childhood. Should I finally put the cavalcade of failures behind me and succeed, it will be a great step forward for all mankind. Ginjal woman continues to sniff around, too curious by half. I'll have to find a more private place to continue my work, and if she persists, well, it'll be on her own head. Who should I... Oh, finally Stream Elements wants to respond. Wow, it was slow today. Who should I meet today but an adventurer who has your soul crystal? Yep, it is mine. Yeah, his wife's soul crystal is the one that I'm using. Lying if I were to say I wasn't disappointed that you chose a vagabond over me. But no matter, I'll continue my work. I pray, my love, that one day you will forgive the man I've had to become. Okay. He's all pissy because his wife's soul crystal chose someone who wasn't even from Charlian over her own husband. Makes perfect sense to me. With you being the way you are, man, it's not surprising at all. Alright, what do we still have? Actually, what do I still have? 2 more, but 0% chance. I want to get a couple more second chance points and try re-rolling this at least once or twice more. I'll try maybe 2 more times to re-roll this, and then I'll just give up if it's still garbage. Finish it out. But I think that'll be all for today. I can do all that off stream. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for hanging out with me. Oh, thank God my internet worked well enough that I could stream today. Without a bunch of hiccups and stuff. The Stream Element seems real laggy. It's about 15-20 minutes behind. But whatever. And I will be back Thursday, at which point I will be doing the Endwalker role quest. Again, with Sage, but I'll be working on the role quest for Endwalker. On that one. So I think a lot of hanging out in Alamigo, I believe, for that one. And then this weekend, if all things go as planned, the new static that I'm part of should start doing some Abyssos raids. Hopefully. First level at tier actual savage raiding I will have ever done. And I'm a healer. Because, you know, I'm stupid like that. To sign up to be a healer for my first ever savage raids. Oh well. Alright. Let me hop over to Twitch. I completely forgot to. Should have done this while I was doing the whole outro thing, but whatever. Let's see who's up to what today. First edition. Unblood normal raid stuff. Weekly reset stuff. You know what? I kind of want to pop in there just to show some support. It's weekly reset stuff, which is fine, but he's still going. Yeah. Okay, we'll go there. We're gonna go ahead and pop over to Graybo today. Oh, and like I said, I will see you guys again on Thursday for the Endwalker World quests. Alright. Later, everyone. Oh, also, I should do... I don't know if it's actually going to do this, because Stream Elements seems way behind. Yeah, I don't think it's going to. There you go. For anyone who gets left behind by the raid, which I know has been happening to some people lately, I don't know why, but it has been to some people lately, that's where I'm going. So I will see you guys on Thursday. Alright, later everyone.